Attention! Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The following is a verbatim voiceover reading of Cassie Ventura's official testimony from Day 3 of the Sean Diddy Combs federal trial, recorded on May 14, 2025. Nothing has been exaggerated. Nothing taken out of context. These are the exact words spoken in court, sourced from a live report by Inner City Press on X.com. Certain terms have been censored to comply with YouTube's community guidelines. Please remember, all parties are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. This testimony was delivered just before the court recessed for lunch, and the post-lunch session will be published once proceedings conclude. What you are about to hear is raw, real, and disturbing. Proceed with caution.
Ms. Ventura, I just handed you 2 drives. What is on them?
GX8, messages and photos from my devices.
Yesterday you testified about Sean going armed to look for Suge Knight. Sean took guns with him, and he told you to ask the escorts if they were cops?
I would begin by saying I was not a cop.
Sean told you to do that?
Yes,
What happened when you fought back?
I did that earlier in the relationship. It would make him more violent. He'd want to push me harder.
The defense objected on grounds of speculation but was overruled.
How would Sean react if you fought back?
Anger.
I'm going to show you the LA Intercontinental Hallway again. Play from 143 to 146. Who enters?
Sean.
What's in his hand?
He doesn't appear to have anything.
Play to 159 now. Anything in his hand?
My phone.
How did he get it?
He took all my stuff.
Where does he end up sitting?
In a chair in front of the window. What are you doing? I'm walking away from him.
Now, who's in the video?
Me and security in this one.
Play from 531. Where did you go from the hotel?
I took an Uber.
Now let's turn to text messages. Can you read page 4?
Please call. I'm surrounded.
Who sent that?
From Sean. He was running around in a towel. I told him to put the robe on.
Who sent these green messages?
I did. I wrote to Sean, Jules left. As long as you're quiet, you can stay. Peace.
Who is Jules?
An escort.
Is this Jules?
Yes,
B606 and 607 side by side. That's you?
that's me. A selfie of me with a fat lip.
When did you take it?
In the Uber. With one of my phones.
What did you write here?
I said, please stay away from me.
And what does he say?
He says, I'm getting arrested.
Was he?
I don't think so.
What did you write back?
Plugging my phone in and going to bed.
Who was at your home when you got there?
Carrie Morgan. She was upset when she saw me. She called the police.
Did you speak with them?
Yes, but I didn't say who I was talking about and they left.
Why?
I wasn't ready.
Did Sean try to come to your apartment?
Yes, he was banging. That was pretty normal from him. But this is a pretty private building.
Did you hear from Miss Courtroom that day?
Yes, and I went to see Drock and his wife to try to feel safe.
In this photo, what are you wearing?
A gown and sunglasses. I had a black eye.
What, if any, other bruising was visible?
I had several bruises on my leg, but I changed clothes.
What's this?
Me and Sean at the after party.
I'm going to show you escorts. Do you know the name of this person?
No,
In what cities did you use him?
New York.
Who's this islander?
He was on Latin Men. We used him in LA and maybe Vegas.
Who's this? 2A616?
We called him Tommy.
Who is this?
I know him as Greg, an escort in Miami.
Who's this? Jonathan?
We saw him in Miami.
Who's this red baseball cap backwards?
I don't know. He looks familiar from the freak-offs.
What did you write here?
This is all we do. I'm just getting back on track. I'm sure you can call Kim or something.
What did you mean by this is all we do?
Freak-offs.
Did you try to avoid anything in the freak-offs?
I tried to avoid kissing. It seems too intimate. But Sean told me to do it, to kiss the escorts.
What did Sean ask you to do on your 29th birthday?
A freak-off. He had me pulled out of the Blind Dragon for the freak-off. Some security.
What about blackmail material?
He wanted me to fear.
The defense objected but was overruled.
When would Sean mention the freak-off videos?
To hurt me. One time I was dating someone else and he threatened to release the freak off videos. I'd have to answer to my mother. It's horrible and disgusting. No one should do that to anyone.
What did Sean say the impact would be?
Shame.
Let me show you a chat. Who's on it?
Me and Sean. July 22nd, 2013.
Read your message.
Please delete the videos off your phone. Too many people have access to your devices.
What did he say?
No iCloud. All good. Ambient kicking in.
At this point, the prosecution requested a sidebar. The judge then called for a break to change some things in the courtroom. During the break, Sean Combs was seen sitting at the defense table speaking with his lawyer, Xavier Donaldson. After that, the prosecution stated there were issues with the privacy screens and said they would put that off and proceed with something else. Then the jury and Cassie Ventura were brought back into the courtroom and the testimony continued.
I offer more exhibits. What did you say here?
I'd been told there was a sexually explicit video out there about me. I reached out to Sean.
Then what?
We were driving back to NYC from Atlantic City to talk to this DJ, Who Kid.
Did that happen at a restaurant?
Yes,
What was security's role?
to intimidate. They were lining the room.
Who was there?
Uncle Polly, James Cruz.
How would you recover from a freak off?
I'd take drugs. I wanted to feel numb. We'd get massages, IV fluids. The chef would cook us something.
How often did you take drugs after freak offs?
Often. I got urinary tract infections.
Were the UTIs painful?
Very. Antibacterials didn't work anymore.
How did it feel during freak offs?
Burning. I would not advise it.
Let's read this out loud.
I have all these sores on my tongue. I have another UTI.
What sores?
Friction in my mouth.
From what?
Oral.
You said another UTI, then added a sad face emoji.
I was open with him about them.
So you felt sick. Why were you sorry?
I took the blame for things.
Which escort would go to clubs with you and Sean?
Jules, the escort from the Intercontinental in LA.
Did you want to have sex with Jules ever?
No, but I knew him.
Why did you do it?
Sean.
Who was present when Sean put his hands on you at freak offs?
Sometimes the escort was there too.
In the same room?
Yes. Jules?
In the suite?
Yes.
Were they aware?
The defense objected but was overruled.
Yes. The escorts would ask me if I was okay afterward.
In what cities did he put his hands on you?
New York, Los Angeles, Miami.
How frequently?
Too frequently.
What's the Abbey?
A gay club in LA. I went there with my friend.
Where were you going?
A music festival in Canada, run by Drake.
What happened?
Sean came to my home and tried to attack me. I was thrown into the bed frame.
What's this?
A photo of my eye afterward.
Who took you to the doctor?
Drock did.
Did you send this photo to Sean?
Yes, and I wrote, so you can remember.
Why?
I wanted him to be sorry about it, at least.
In this photo, where were you?
In the green room in Toronto. I put my hair over my eye.
Then what?
We went to the Hamptons. Sean wanted to have a freak off in the Hamptons. We got a hotel and an escort.
Which one?
Dave.
What happened?
I took GHB. I went into a G-hole and blacked out. I woke up in the shower. Dave and Sean were freaking out. I bugged out. It wasn't pretty.
Then what?
I spoke to a friend of Sean's, and then we had a freak off.
What's this?
My eyebrow healed up a little bit. A week later, I have a permanent scar on my eyebrow.
What's this?
Me at the Cannes Festival.
What happened at Cannes?
Sean accused me of taking something from his boat. He threw me off. But my passport was still on the boat.
And you were on the red carpet that same night?
Yes.
Did you attend the movie?
Yes.
How did you get back to New York?
On a commercial flight. I traded my seat to get away. But he traded to get next to me.
What did he show you?
Freak-off videos. He played them for me on one of his laptops. He said he'd release them.
How did you feel?
Trapped.
When you landed in New York, what did you do?
We went to a dinner. Then, he wanted to have a freak-off. So we had a freak-off.
Why did you do it?
To make him not hit me.
Let's read these from June 13th, 2013. Had Sean been violent with you before this?
Yes.
Had you told him before that you didn't want to do freak-offs?
Yes.
You said you needed GHB?
Yes, and that 2 escorts weren't available.
You wrote only Paul available or Jake the white guy, but he can't do until 11. The other guy can do earlier. It's just one more person knowing our secret. What did you mean?
The freak-offs,
What is SLS?
a hotel in Hollywood.
When would you take Valium?
Before a freak-off, when I had anxiety,
Sean's driver was bringing you the Valium?
yes, it was Raheem, I think.
After this, the judge announced that the jurors could now take their lunch break.